Yes, indeed. You see exactly where we are. We're at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on location in Cleveland, bringing you Hoops and Harmony on NBAtv. And I'm extremely happy in this moment. You can't see it maybe, but he's iconic, he's legendary, and he's as humble as they come. And he's extremely generous with music. And if you're listening to the sounds on this show, those are the sounds of the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff. Jeff, thank you for the music, number one, and thanks for joining us here.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, man.
You know I had to come.
So you're a self-proclaimed Philly fanatic.
Absolutely.
So I need to know, when did that begin? What was the first sports moment that you remember to where it just stood out and you was like, yo, I like that?
It might have been, wow. The Eagles going to the first Super Bowl with Dick Vermeil, and we lost against the Raiders. I think that was the first rallying cry, like, oh, man, I got something to cheer for.
Right.
And then it just spiraled after that.
Man, so that's obviously the NFL, and you're all over the place, obviously.
Yeah.
Love of all sports. First Sixers moment that you remember that stands out?
Oh, man. Listen, I go back with the Sixers when they had George McGinnis. When in the Sunday paper they would give you the colored printout poster of the team, I just had them lined up against my wall. So that's it.
Man, and I have to ask you about, because you played as a performer at every arena, stadium, correct?
Yeah.
For the Sixers, for the Phillies, and
Yeah.
everybody. So to the music, obviously, I know that's your life.
Mm-hmm.
When did that love affair begin?
Probably around 7 years old. I got to really give a shout out to my brothers, Jim and Eric, because instead of pushing me away and not allowing me to touch the records, they showed me how to touch the records and allowed me to use the stereo when they went to work. So I'm a 7-year-old kid making Herbie Hancock cassette tapes, but it allowed me to explore music and figure out, you know, what I loved. And it was something about it that moved me in a way that I couldn't understand.
Now, you've been all over the world. We know that. You've done everything, platinum albums, awards, Grammys, any award. But just as far as what music has done for you, what do you feel like is the most unique moment you've been able to experience as an artist? And I know it's a big question, but if you could narrow it down, maybe the one that just stands out bigger than the rest, what is it?
You know, starting out as a DJ, and then becoming a producer, and then Will and I getting together, and we become a group, having a production company, like going the whole gambit. I think once I started DJing again and DJing, you know, across the globe, I think standing on the stage in Singapore with 100,000 people in front of you was a moment that I'm just kind of like, how did I get here? Like, this is where I started. It might not have been 100,000 people when I started, but it was, you know, to come full circle. It just kind of lets you know.
No question. I feel like you're more than worthy, along with your partner Will Smith, to be here in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts? Not to get too political, but what are your thoughts?
About what?
Being in this Hall of Fame.
Listen, I would love it. I would love it. You know, that's not my call. And that's not really what I do it for. So, you know, when you kind of keep it like that, any of the accolades you're happy about, and you're never disappointed when you don't get them.
No question, and I still love the practice record that you did, sampling Allen Iverson,
yes.
And that's one of my favorite works that you've ever done. And I know you got to go, but thank you for taking a moment on
Absolutely.
Hoops and Harmony. And again, thank you for the music. Everybody listening, that's the one and only magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff.
And give it up for DJ Real PARRISH, who says he's not a DJ, but don't believe that.
Hey, Jeff calls me out. I say I'm retired, but I'm not retired. We got plenty more to come on Hoops and Harmony. We have